Hey, what's up, guys? Um, Today's video is gonna be a bit different. Uh, you know what's so crazy? I was actually doing this video and I forgot to hit the record button for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, today's video is gonna be a bit different. Some of you probably know, or if you watch my videos, I do live in New York City. I live in Queens, New York, and I came to this country at the age of maybe 13 or 14. I think the same year I was gonna be 14. I lived in Brooklyn at the time. I was going to high school over there in that area. And as soon as I turned 16, I had to get my worker's permit to start working. I'm not going to get into any details or long details about why I had to get it, but I had to get it to start working so I can pay money, right? So at the age of 18, I started working. Until now, I never really stopped working because, you know, it's either I was living with people or not my parents, but I was living with people, so I had to pay rent and not necessarily rent as in a sense I have to pay the rent itself, but partial rent, maybe a bill or something like that when I was younger. And I moved from place to place, different families, and then eventually I got my own place because why? I like living by myself. I like my space because when you're living with people for a long time, you dream of moving out and having your own things eventually down the line, right? And so I never stopped working and I wanted to do that. So my ambition was to my place, turn my own keys, turn on my own light, turn off my own light when I'm ready to go to sleep. And, I never stopped working. So I worked towards it and I'll start living by myself in 2006. And it wasn't the best place, obviously. And I continued to progress and build myself up. And all those times I've been working and paying my taxes, right? Everybody that comes to this country, legal people who I know that came to migrate to this country a long time ago or even recently, as soon as they come here, they start applying for work and they paying their fair share of taxes, etc. Stuff like that. Okay, cool. That's fine. You're paying your tax, you're contributing to uh, better roads, schooling, protection. You're paying the police officers to protect you from criminals, stuff like that. You do your thing, do your part, and stuff like that. Because indirectly, you're helping to support the whole system. And even now, before this 10th city here, you're basically, if you pay taxes, you're basically supporting a lot of social causes. So people who call you the R word or they call you the N blank blank I word, they they can kiss your ass because you pay your taxes and your taxes directly goes to a lot of these institutions that for social cause to help a lot of people out that's less fortunate or even not less fortunate but who are not able to work or etc. Right? Okay, cool. Get it? You do your part. If you pay your taxes, you do your part. Don't let people tell you otherwise. That you want to donate to something or you want to do this to a certain cause and you don't let them call you out because if you pay your taxes, you're directly helping the New York City and all its problems, okay, through your tax dollars. All right, because you pay a lot of taxes in New York City. You pay like five, six different type of taxes here in New York City. Okay, that's about put it out of the way. So then people call you otherwise. Anyways, so it was cool. I know that they were doing something over there, Randall Island, and I was driving to New Jersey last week, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I take the RFK Bridge, aka the Tri-Borough Bridge, to the George Washington Bridge to get over to New Jersey. And I was like, "Wait a second, are they doing something over there in Rhode Island?" I know they were building something for these migrants. And today it was on this New York Post website here, and I was like, "So this is what they built." I thought it was going to be something where it's just a tent that's just to process people. Like you come in, you get like a little bed to sleep on or something like that. And you put everybody like in a certain part of the tent. And stuff like that, and just have like officers, like people, workers, I guess, processing information, stuff like to report their ass back, right? You know what I mean? So, okay, cool. You come into the place and you gotta be like, okay, yeah, you came here before like five times already. You did this in your country, or you did this before. You have to, you know what I mean? I get people want to come and stuff like that, but you can't let people come in like this. It's horrible. It's no process. Rather than a facility that process the paperwork and vet these people, this tent city on Randall Island in New York City, this is it. Laid out beds, brand new comforters and pillows and stuff. Entertainment centers, Xbox. I can't even afford to fucking buy an Xbox. The last Xbox was an Xbox 360. Look at this TV size. This has got to be like a 50, 60 inch right here. This is what, a modem over here? Look at this shit. Okay, first of all, look at the sofa. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing here. Let's forget about what this is right now. All this fancy stuff here for these people. This whole thing, this setup here, it's a grift. The cronyism isn't work, and everybody knows that. You see, this is what they want you to focus on. But the real problem is that they ran and did this immediately because you have like maybe a couple migrants coming in. Where all this money went, $64.7 million to build this place up. Let's think about it, 64.7 million. How much does it cost to build these tents up? $1 million? 10 million? Because TVs is a joke. Chairs, tables, and it's a joke. The material is a joke. The labor might be a joke too. It doesn't cost 64.7 million to build this up. That money is inflated. The bid contract went to somewhere else. And here's why. When I was reading this article, right, this guy here, his name is Baron Hines. He's an aspiring actor, and he's in the shelter called Help Meyer. It's not too far from Randall, not too far from this tent city here. And guess who founded Help Meyer? Funded by ex-governor, Governor Cuomo. The guy is complaining how horrible the condition is in that shelter. The roof is bad. The elevator is always broken. There's overcrowdedness. Some people was trapped in the elevator for 4 nights and nothing wasn't done. Think about it, right? See, under the terms of 64.7 million contract, the city pays more than 5. So this money here, the 64.7 million, it's not for the plastic city. Well, not plastic city, the tent city. It's for Help Meyer. $64.7 million contract. $5,300 a month to house 200 single men in the 95 dorm style rooms at Help Meyer. This isn't to help anybody. This is to help Mr. Cuomo. This is what this is. This whole thing here is a contract of cronyism. This is not 60. I'm sorry. This is the 64.7. More money. Believe more money was spent for this. Where all that money went? Laundromat. All this stuff is here. There's some photos more I was looking through. Look at this cafeteria. This is gonna be all fresh now, but give it a year, it's gonna be run down. They're gonna keep collecting the money. This is like gonna be got monthly maintenance, right? They're gonna have to pay a monthly maintenance, and nobody ain't gonna maintain this shit. It's gonna be run down. Things are gonna be chaotic over here eventually, and the money will still be flowing to some people's pocket. This is what this is. This is pure corruption. Pure corruption. This is basically one of this contract here, just like this. Overfunded, inflated, cost a lot of money to maintain, but it's gonna be run down. Watch. This is the Help Meyer. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is the Help Meyer. 64.7 million. I don't know how often, but it says a month, every month. So it might be, I don't know if it's how long, it says it under the contract, under the terms of a 64 million contract. I don't know how long this contract is for, but you probably do the math. 5.3 K a month for 200. It says 95. So is it charging per single to house each? So it's 200 times this? Yeah, 200 times. So each homeless person costs $5,300 a month. This gotta stop. This has to stop. And here's this the corruption guy, Adams. I'm never going to take away the resources that are for those New Yorkers who are in need of services. So what are you talking about? What resources are we talking about here? We're not doing that. We should not have to pit against the migrants and non-migrants, he added. Really? After declaring a state of emergency over the city's migrant crisis, the next day, Adam also said we are looking for how we can continue to make sure that we continue to be there for long-term New Yorkers. You see? This is the key word here. New Yorkers. They're not New Yorkers. Who are we talking about here? The shelter at Myers? That's overflated. That needs to be audited. That needs to be looked at. But you see, what I was saying earlier to someone is that there's going to come to a point when you have to draw a line, right? Because people on the interwebs, people on the YouTube and stuff like that, they're talking about let stuff happen the legal way, do all these different things and stuff like that. But if you look at it, the system, the laws, quote unquote, are designed not to protect us, but to protect this sort of corruption these politicians do on a daily basis from us. Okay? So when they have law on their side, the same rules that they create to protect themselves against you, you're going to try to basically win with those rules, with their rules. You can't do that. There's no way for you to win. Look what happened when people complained 2 years ago, or a little bit over a year ago. Look what happened. You see? So what I'm trying to say is that you cannot fight. The fight will not help you when you have law on your side. It will not help you. It can't help you because it's not your rules. It's their rules. So you're basically playing by theirs. And if you ever play a game by someone else's rules, you always lose. You always lose. So we can talk all about the due process and we gonna get them. I see some of the comment section of some of these articles like this, and people are just like, look at this guy. He must be impeached. Impeach him. Who's doing this? He cannot be impeached. Here you go. Right? The city pays, somebody pulled this out. The city pays more than $5,300 per room to house 90 homeless. It's actually 200 homeless people admire help. The taxpayer money is making somebody rich. See, this is what's happening. This is what's happening with a lot of these contracts. The contract for this Meyer thing, and a lot of quote unquote facilities to help the homeless or help the less fortunate. This cronyism behind it, this corruption behind it. And this needs to. The reason why they're able to get away with stuff like this is because they're playing with their own rules. You see, when you do something like this, you get caught, you get arrested because it's not your rules. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, with this whole situation coming to light, I hope it wakes up a lot of people that the whole system is fucked. And you got those people years ago, I'm not going to name who, but you got those people who were against governments years ago with Occupy Wall Street and all that stuff. They're pro-government now. Okay? They're pro-government. And, It's horrible just to watch that society is getting to an Orwellian situation. And slowly but surely, if we don't do something and people don't really stand up for, I'm not going to say rights, stand up for the sake of not being trampled on, not being spit on, not being taken advantage of. Because what's right and wrong, really? What is that? So you got to stand up for oneself. Stand up just. Just stand for fairness, logic, reasoning, understanding of if I'm paying this and you leave, it's like I have in a piggy bank. You have a piggy bank and you have your brother in the house or your sister in the house and they know your piggy bank is in your room, right? And you're out to school one day and they went in your room and they broke your piggy bank because they want to get something for themselves without your permission, ask you for any money or anything like that, but just broke your piggy bank and took it and went to do whatever they want to do for themselves. But you come home and you see your piggy bank is broken and you're like, oh shit, where's all my money? Where'd it go? The same thing with this. You pay your taxes. Nobody wanted this shit, but they took it anyways and they built this. They stole your tax dollars. Not because they want to help these people, because they saw money. Their eyes turned to money sign. This right here is cronyism, just like that help center, the Meyer Help Center. It's all cronyism, and I hope that more people become aware, because right now at this point the law is not going to help you. It's just making people aware of what's going on and rise up and protest this nonsense, because this is corruption, man. It's horrible. Because you go on the street right now, you walk outside, you got your phone in your hand and you got maybe a couple of $100 in your pocket, or maybe $100 or $50, whatever. Somebody comes up to you with a weapon, not necessarily a arm like a gun, and they beat you, or they tell you, listen, give me your shit or I'm gonna stab you or something. You give them your money. You have to, right? Because they're gonna hurt you. You give them your money. Let's say, for example, a police officer was right close by and he saw it and he's like, oh shit, what's going on? And he ran and you scream or something, and then they ran and he ran behind the robber. He gets the robber. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You think that person's going to get arrested? You think they're going to be imprisoned for robbing you some money? It could be $1,000. It could be $1,500. It could be $1. You think they're going to go in prison? They could be released the same day or the same night. And that's it. And then, they want to come after you for like stuff like speeding tickets. I mean, I get that on a frequent basis. I'm not even speeding. It's just because everywhere you go, that's not a freeway or a highway, is 25 miles. I'm going 36 on Queens Boulevard. Apparently, I don't even know. I'm going 36 on Queens Boulevard, and I got a $50 speeding ticket. So they are okay to send you a $50 speeding ticket, but I can have a $50 in my pocket, get robbed, and then they caught the criminal, and I can't get my money back. They let him out. You see how that works? You see, they're coming after people who are paying their taxes, law-abiding citizens. If you know how Queens Boulevard is situated, you have the service road. I was not on the service road. I was on the main Queens Boulevard. Nobody's gonna run out there and get hit unless you want to do something with yourself. You know what I mean? And I got a speeding ticket. Everywhere you go is 25 miles per hour. 25. What? It's not to help people from getting hit by cars. It's a grift to suck the shit out of you. Get more money, as much as money they can. This is New York cronyism. This is New York City. They bleed you to the fucking core. They bleed you. You got to be a stupid, mentally disturbed individual to support this shit. You have to be. Midterms is coming up. All right? This is one reason why I want to make this video. Midterm is coming up. And have some common sense for a change if you keep doing this shit. If you keep putting these people in power. Have some common sense for change, because they don't do any updates with the roles. They don't. So you have to get out there, and you have to go out there, and you have to try to push. You may not win, but you're gonna have to send a message. And that message is, listen, we're done. And this keep happening, like next midterm comes around and they're doing the same shit. And then you go out there and you do this and people are like, wait a second. At this point, nobody's voting for this. What's going on? It's gonna wake up a lot of people to the system that it's corrupt. I can't say a lot of things. I don't know whatever I said right now. I don't know if it's gonna get whatever. I'm not. It's gonna video's gonna get pulled. Whatever. But I'm just telling you. I haven't said anything wrong. I'm just talking some facts right now. It's crazy to me that they would do something like this. Is a fucking slap in the face. This is a slap in the face. This is another crony contract designed to enrich certain people behind the scenes. Now, these people that's going to go in to get processed, they did this because of cronyism, corruption, because they're playing by their own rules and they know they can't get caught. They know that because they can keep doing it and doing it and doing it well. You know what I mean? So something has got to be done now. It's too much. Inflation is up. People are living on the streets. You have legit. These are not people that help nobody. We would not be in a situation these people were helping anybody. Come on, wake up and smell the coffee. You know what I mean? Wake up and smell the get some fresh air, man. Open your eyes. Look at this. New York. This is Jesus Christ. This whole thing here is corruption. So they're paying 95 rooms they have. Then each is 50. Okay, I thought it was 200 per single person. So think about it for a second. Let's do the calculation, right? You have 95, right? We got 200 divided by 95. That's about 2 person in a room or so. Maybe 3 person in a room for $5,300. That's insane. The same thing with this country here too. It's all they figure they can do a lot of stealing. They stealing every day, man. They stealing every day. It's a damn shame. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody that I don't help. That I don't do this, I don't help people do this and help support this cause and this social cause. Don't come to me with that nonsense. Don't let anybody come to you with that nonsense. You do your part. You can sit right here that you're supporting cronyism. I hope something comes to light and somebody rats somebody out because somebody needs to be held accountable for this nonsense. New Yorkers, you fell for this bull crap, for his bull crap. You actually thought he was a man who cared for our city. All I really cares about is the thousands of $1,000 suits and hobnobbling in the Hamptons. See, this is what I'm talking about. Even a blind person saw he's phony. Anybody with a fucking ounce of brain know this whole thing was a grift. The guy, he don't give a shit. He's in there for the money. You got a man, right? Wears a fancy suit. He's not rich, right? When he was running for mayor, the guy's not a rich guy. He's like a dog. You know, when you have a pet dog and you're eating at the table and you're putting scraps on the ground or feeding the dog scraps, that's what he is. That's what he is. So he would do anything basically to get fed, if you know what I mean. He would do anything to get fed. He wants to be a loyal dog to the masters, but they don't see him like that. He's just gonna continue to get scraps at the table. He's a foot soldier. I hope people wake up, smell the coffee, And one of my other things I plan to do is to leave New York City. I'm not sure when I'll do it, but I'm planning. It's all planning, right? It's in the works. You can't just pick up yourself and leave. You know what I mean? It's all in the works right now, but that's my thing. Is to leave this place. It's just gonna continue to get worse. You keep believing the nonsense and not the hell holding these people accountable for this stuff here. It's ridiculous. If you go here and you go to the metro section, that's gonna be the first thing you see. 498 to go. First migrants arrive at Mayor Adams' tent city in New York. All two of them. Nobody's showing up. Do you think they care? You think these people care if people shows up? That money's already rolling in, baby. That contract is already rolling in, regardless if you show up or not. They getting paid. People are getting paid for this. All right. Ay 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 ay. Look what's going on. If you look at it, look what's going on. If you go to the metro, this is all New York City. That's all she cares about. Look, oh, shit are coming back to it. This should not have been done in the first place. I don't give a fuck about this woman. Look, okay, look at this. They take the money to get it because other people are getting paid. If you don't have, if it's no money to get people to get paid, it's gonna be like low priority. New York City Council advocates blast DOE, Department of Education, for delaying payments to early childhood programs. But yet, you see, I hope, even though some of these things are very grifty, and it's all about the social program stuff. Think about it. You got kids that need education in an early childhood program and stuff like that, but you're taking millions to do this. You see what I'm talking? If there's no money or no cronyism involved, they can't do it. It's low priority. This is what happened. Anybody with down will see this. Look, another one is gone. He's complete. This one was really reading about just now. This is insane. Look at this. This is what's happening, but they care more about that thing because it's cronyism, money is involved. Suspect. Well, look at this shit. Senior suspect in broken robbery of a senior caught the next day after second crime. They let him out. They're gonna let him out too. Look at this. It just continues to go. Look, man side. Look at this. Couple. Look at this. It's just. Look at this. Another subway attack. Look at this. Another attack here. Just look at this. A woman 43 point. Look at this. Another subway one. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You gotta be a fucking idiot, mentally disturbed to vote for this person here. You can't even see my pointer. What the hell? I can't fix this right now. You gotta be a crazy person to vote for this person on the left here. Ah, yeah. Everybody needs Zeldin. Anybody, we need to vote for this guy. See what he can do. You need a Democrat, yeah. Queens man plead guilty to cold case. Okay. Man shown the death of strapper. Another fucking subway shit. Of course. Anybody with an ounce of brain knows you can't vote blue all the time. You're a dummy. This whole place is corrupt. This whole place. Look at another subway. This whole place. 3 square meals a day, 70 degrees temperature. Heat nice and fluffy. But I gotta pay for my gas. I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for my food while they get it. You see this? They say they don't care about nobody. If there's no money involved for them, ain't gonna happen. See, they can't do it. It makes sense. They cannot. This tent thing here. They spent millions for only 500 people. 500 people only, and millions. They won't be able to keep it up. They're gonna come to a point where they're gonna say, "This is what's gonna happen." They're gonna come out and say, "Ah, we tried our best, but we can't accept any more people." Oh my God. I'm so sorry, but we cannot accept anymore. We're trying our best right now. It's just too much for us. No, 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 no. Because it's gonna get to a point that they won't be able to get the money because people are gonna start complaining because of the inflated contracts. So they can keep that tent, that the city over there, take all the money they can, and then eventually it will slowly die down. It's gonna get run down, and they're gonna get paid. That's how that works. They know you cannot do it. You cannot do it. But it's all a grift to get money from the city. They're stealing my freaking money. They're stealing my money from me. There's thieves. I'm not gonna vote for thieves. I won't respect a thief. Would you respect a thief that comes into your house and steal your money from your piggy bank? Look at this. Look at this. Hochul's emergency orders are an opportunity for waste, fraud, abuse. Watch this. Chilling view man and another subway. This is the one that I think up here with the guy in the courtroom. I think this one. Of course, Grammy. Look at this. Two men take over $5,000 after robbing NYC supermarket. I'm not really gonna get into these stuff because I gotta go. It's late. I gotta take a shower. So you see what's going on here? Look at this. New York City boosts funding for the public. I'm done. I am done. If you keep voting for this shit, you're stupid. You're dumb. You're a dumb person. You're weak. Weak mentally, weak physically, most likely too. Because I think it goes hand in hand. You have to be, because like think about it, right? Being weak-minded and being physically weak, it goes hand in hand. For example, if you smoke, right, and someone tell you, hey, listen, I'm going to do something really bad to your family member or something like that. If you don't stop, you would stop. You would stop because you know you have that cause to stop. But why people don't do it? Just do it. Stop doing it for maybe health reasons because they're weak. Weak. So it goes hand in hand. Going to the gym. I mean, I go to the gym almost on a daily. Going to the gym, it takes a lot of dedication. Mentally, you got to be prepared to go. You can't, oh, fuck, I feel lazy today. I don't want to go. People are mentally weak. Once you're mentally weak, once you deal with anybody that's mentally weak, you know by it goes that they're physically weak as well. That's what it is. Because strength really comes from the mind. That's what it's. If your determination is there, your willpower is there, you're strong. Your endorphins kick in. Your adrenaline kicks in. Your brain gets wired differently. But a lot of people who support this stuff are just emotionally wrecked. Anyway, that's it for now. I just had to make this video, man. I'm not sure when I'm going to make another Final Fantasy 11 video. Probably sometime this week or so. Or maybe this weekend. But yeah, this is just insane to me. I also want to bring this up because I live in New York City. I drive past Randall Island weekly. Midterm is coming up. And so, you should know what to do. Vote sensible. Let your voice heard that this is incorrect right here. This is just cronyism. This is not even about the money. This is cronyism. I keep saying this. I don't know why. I can't stop. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Be well. Take care.